So after yesterday's fiasco, disaster, whatever you want to call it, site pad crew came back out, drained the holes, I guess, lined them, it looks like, something here and there. Kind of drained the holes, not really. Got a bunch of mud out. I don't know, I guess they're hoping Monday it's going to be drier. And they're not as full as they were, so. Yuck. Let's see how it goes. I got 60 more tons of millings delivered. Ground's still pretty soft out here. Still got some water. For the most part dried up. Just the low spots are wet. So I think today, this is like hard packed clay, pretty neat. I think today is going to be fixed the driveway. I might just clean up the millings and the dirt over here so I can get grass planted, at least in something. Once I get the driveway straightened out, clean up the dirt around it, hopefully a lot of this is more dry. I can start working around the edges and make a protector. It's not supposed to rain. It's beautiful out, really. So, all right, let's see what we can do. So the majority of the driveway is complete. Got some edging to take care of. Still got a little bit more milling sitting over in the pile. Because of time factor, season's getting late, I went ahead and ran the harrow through all this and seeded it last night. Sprayed a little water on it. I gotta spray some more today. You know, some of these little roots and stuff, I'm not gonna drive myself nuts trying to get them all. When I get some more free time, I'll come back and clip these bigger ones with the clippers. But once you get grass in here, I'll be mowing it. I'll be chopping all that up with the brush hog or the cutting deck. You know, some of the smaller tree roots sticking out. This much property, trying to do all this at once, you drive yourself nuts trying to get every little detail. So get the main points taken care of and then go back and get the smaller points. But all in all, this little section looks pretty nice. Yeah, it's got a couple rocks in it here and there. It's all right. Yeah, this isn't playground. This is just the center island inside of the driveway. So still have some grading work to do out here and another pipe to put in further up the driveway up here, kind of like these are. These two pipes here. I'm gonna put another one where the driveways come together. Right up there. So now I'm working on this. We decided this isn't going to be pasture. I mean, we're not going to fence it in yet. We're not going to finish this yet. So I'm taking the drag harrow around, roughing it up a little bit. I would show you over there. I don't feel like walking. The ground gets really hard. It's like clay and it turns into like really, really hard material. Like, no good example. Yeah, like right here. This ground right here is, seed's not going to get in there. So I got to go around and rough it up a little bit. You can see where the tines have dragged over it. So I've gone over this section right in here twice. And now I've been working up there on the upper section. Came down to get a drink and take 5. So this is the harrow. And you can turn it around, pull it the other way, the tines collapse so you get less bite in them. They'll lay flatter like that. I tried that, that didn't do too well, so I flipped it over so it's standing up higher, digging them in more. It's not doing too well either on the hard pack, but it does all right. As far as collecting, it's roughing up some debris, and I'm just picking it up as I drive by. But I have raked the crap out of this. And you can see all the junk. That's not just from here. Well, a lot of that's from this field, and then there's junk all along the other edge. But I'm not too worried about the odds and ends in this one either. I got it pretty well cleaned up, so the harrow's not dragging too many big pieces. Yeah, there's still some little stumps here and there left, little tussles. The roots and stuff, like I said, I'll pick those up as I go by. The bigger ones, these smaller ones, they're gonna get chopped up, little sticks and stuff. Again, I'm not gonna drive myself nuts. All this washout here is from the storm drain that came across when it wiped out the driveway. It's going to continue doing that. I think in the future we'll probably cut a drain or cut a ditch line that comes in here, and you can see where it naturally has formed over here. So right now it's kind of running off this way, runs off over that way, runs all around this little high spot right here. So I'll contend to that another day, but first we need to get some grass growing. The seasons are changing. So yeah, back to it. What I got here is a gigantic broadcast spreader. Got this at the old Tractor Supply the other night. I'm not even sure how much this holds. It's got to be a lot. That's huge. It runs off the PTO of the tractor. You got settings on here, a bunch of holes in there. And then on this side, it kind of tells you, there's a whole list of things you got to do for different whatever media. So I'm putting in tall fescue, working with 26 feet, and then it gives you the miles per hour, and then at what setting number is how much you'll be dumping. I just noticed I said it on the wrong thing, so I'm going to put it on, actually I didn't, it's setting number 5 right there. Will be 36 pounds an acre, so I'll be shooting it out at. I have 20, 40, maybe 60 and some extra, and I think I'm over an acre over there, so I was planning on using all that for that side. All right, let me feed this thing and we'll go from there. driving it, it's really hard to see the seeds. You can't really see any. There's one. I mean, they're there, but it's so spread out. I'm used to heavy seeding with a little hand seeder or something, you know, a little Scott's thing. Just throwing it out everywhere. I don't know how this is going to work. First time using it. Followed the directions on the machine itself. It said working with a 26 feet apart, or 26 feet. So giving it 13 feet-ish between rows. Get a little overlap, so let me count. I'm gonna get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There's the next tire check. Approximately. So it's kind of doubling it up. So I hit it pretty heavy. I mean, that was what, close to 60 pounds. Said it would put 50 something an acre. I think it was even 50, doing 7 miles per hour. It's going a little bit slower than that and ran a little bit tighter. I wasn't giving it 26 feet apart. So here's the next trail right here. So I got one right there and then one right here. I think they're fairly evenly spaced, and then I zigzagged a bunch more up there, so if it rains and it washes, it'll come down this way. Yeah, so pretty neat. Did what it said, I guess. And the way to find out is see what grows. Now I got to hook the harrow back up to the gator, and I flipped it over so all the tines are sticking up now, and I got to drag it upside down so it's flat and rake over all these ribs to cover the seeds up so that way they can grow. Yeah, the more I look, the more seeds I see. So yeah, spread them out. Pretty interesting. It'll be neat to watch this grow. I've never actually done something like this before. Only patch repairs and stuff. So all right, well, let me move this tractor out of the way, hook up the harrow, and start dragging. So that field's pretty much seeded, done, spread out, covered, whatever you want to say. Look at that, what a mess. That's next. But this one is looking pretty good. Next thing, I got this water. Yeah, it's small, but this is what I used on the center island and kind of matted down all the dust. So I'm just going to spray for a little while. Try doing some of the edges, you know, maybe this top half or something. Just kind of keep the dust down. Make sure everything settles into the ground a little bit.